Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It made me think of Dumb and Dumber. Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Bird. Yeah.
Welcome to Soft Launch, episode 19.
Yes.
Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're happy to be back with y'all.
So happy.
This is the Soft Launch podcast. I am JC Mendoza.
I am Samantha Santos.
And we are the Softies live from the launch pad. You know what I'm saying? And we've had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Can't wait to tell you guys about it. So we're just going to jump into it with our first segment.
One thing about we.
One thing about we.
We had our live show.
Live show yesterday, Saturday, and fucking let's clap it up. Clap it up for the live show. Fucking amazing time we had, son.
That's what the laugh sounded like.
Yeah,
it
mad
was so
loud.
much fun.
It was a blast. Shout out to everybody that came through, and I do want to shout out up top
Yes.
the honorary Softies for the week, David and Lara. You know what I'm saying? They're not even honorary Softies. They're full-fledged Softies,
yeah.
but they are the GOAT Softies. They are the
Made
leaders.
our whole fucking weekend.
Yeah, the leader of the
So
launch
great.
pad. The leaders of the launch pad. We had David and Lara come through. They sat in the front fucking row.
Yep.
And they were great. We had a great
and you
time
guys should
meeting
all
them.
be just like them. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Come
you
out.
Guys, honestly,
see us.
One day we're gonna launch a Patreon page and we're gonna have a blast. And we're gonna make a whole community out of it. But right now, we don't have the audacity to make you guys pay for any more than you already do just by listening.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to fucking get shouted out on the pod, or you can direct our conversation a little bit more towards what you're interested in, just either pull up to a show, even just drop a comment.
Drop a comment, put it. We have our Google
Yes,
sheet. Put something in there. We'll talk about it. You know, and it's anonymous. You can say who you are if you'd like, but it's not necessary. And then we could talk about whatever you want us to talk about.
Exactly. Or if you just leave a comment on the YouTube,
just let us know
shout you out.
Yeah. Also, it just helps us not want to kill ourselves throughout the week.
Dude, because those streelings are strong, and they're a lot stronger than my positive feelings.
100%.
Yeah, we are sad, but you guys can help, and
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we kill ourselves, it's your fault.
Yeah,
not David and Lara.
No,
but
not David and
the rest of you guys.
So our blood and David and Lara's fucking less than stellar Wednesdays now will be on your fucking hands. But just want to shout out everybody.
Also, just want to be also clear that we're not going to kill ourselves.
No. Well, that's a good thing you made it clear for yourself. I cannot make the same promise. But, shout out to everybody that came. Shout out to my dad and all his friends. Shout out to AJ and Artie. Shout out to Crystal and Brenda.
David and Brendan.
Who else was up in there?
Gabby and
Danielle. Gabby and Danielle, or Daniela, I think it's actually Daniela. Gabby and Daniela. Shout out to fucking Chike and Peter Lee and Christelle and all the fucking homies that came out to the show. And shout out to also James and his fiance, or James and his wife now.
Yeah.
We had a lot of friends and family and good people come through.
A lot of fun.
It was a blast, and we will be back on November 4th.
Yes,
for the New York Comedy Festival. We
We
are big time now. That show will sell out. The link is in our bio right now.
Yes.
Please come to that show. We got a great lineup. We haven't reached out to any of the comics that are going to be on it, but we have an idea.
It's going to be great.
You're not going to want to fucking miss it.
Unless they're booked, and then we're fucked.
Yeah, then it's just going to be a lot of me and you and a lot of people you guys have seen on our show already. Shout out to Derek Drescher.
Andre
Facts, man. But, shout out to y'all. We just wanted to do that outside. We had a great time at the show yesterday.
Amazing time.
And we're going to have a great time on November 4th.
Yeah.
Next month for our next show.
We will.
And then one thing about me, man, our weekend was full of comedy. We had a bunch of shows, and I felt like a lot more people than normal were asking me how it is to be like two comedians in a relationship in comedy. Like I had some people ask me at a show I was at yesterday. I was at Comedy Underground Overground in Brooklyn. Great show. Shout out David and Ethan. I was at that show and they were like, yo, you and your girl are both really good comics. Like, how is it when one of you has a bad set and another one of you crushes? I'm like,
Did they really say that?
Yeah.
They were both really good comics?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because they don't
then
fucking
book me.
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah, fucking book Samantha, dude. Latin History Month is ending, and neither one of us have been on specialty shows.
One thing about me, I'm booked for a couple this week. Sorry to tell you.
One thing about me, I don't think anybody respects me in this game. Jesus Christ. Or there must be 5,000 Latin comics that I don't know that are just fucking taking all these
or there's
spots.
just no one cares because it's like they gave Latin History Month it's like a middle of a month to the other middle of the month. I'm like, why'd you do that?
Yeah, I know we're 15 minutes late to everything, but you didn't have to put 15 days at the beginning of the month.
That's funny.
You gave us 15 days to catch up, and it's fucking annoying. And it's also hilarious because I think in this time I had 2 shows that I produce, and you have 2 shows that you produce, and none of them are Latin history special shows.
Not at all. And you also run a Black, Brown, and Latino show, and just didn't even care.
Yeah, didn't even care.
Don't even think you had a Latin person on the show, except for me.
One thing about us, both of us were invited to multiple events at the New York Latino Film Festival, and neither one of us even thought about going for a second. We were
Too far uptown.
Yeah, we were actually annoyed at the insinuation that we would ever go to Dykeman. Which is crazy. So here we are sitting complaining. We've had multiple hands reached out to us. So we're like, no, not those hands. Not those hands. But yeah, book us on your show. You know what I'm saying?
We and send us a car if it's far.
Yeah, we have I think a total of 2 Latino shirts in this house, and Samantha's wearing 50% of them right now. You know what I'm saying?
But go ahead, continue with your UO story.
Oh yeah, so they were asking us how it is when one of us has a bad set, one of us has a good set on the same show. And I was like, first of all, we're both amazing. We never had bad sets.
Yeah.
That's number 1. But now that you asked, last night on on Friday at the Comedy Shop, 10 p.m., Samantha, it was supposed to just be me on the show.
Yeah.
And at the shop, they picked the lineup kind of closer to the time. So I was figuring I like to go early so I can meet Samantha wherever she's at.
Yeah.
Which in this case was the Stand, because we both had spots there later. And so I asked to go first, and then Samantha gets put on the show later. So I go first, and she literally goes like last.
Like second to last.
Right? And I go first, and Talent Harris was hosting the show. Shout out Talent. Did a great job. Shout out to the Comedy Shop, full pack room.
Yeah, it was really great.
But unfortunately, it was like a fucking 21st birthday, and there was unfortunately 27 white women on what had to have been 7 White Claws apiece and several lines of cocaine.
And unfortunately, that's my demographic.
And unfortunately, I fucking have never spoken to that level of people in my life. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to engage them. We're going to have a great time. And as soon as I opened my mouth, I fucking lost control of the room. And I ended up just kind of trying to manage everything going on. I felt like a fucking substitute teacher out there. And which was triggering for me because I quit that job and I was like, oh my God, I'm right back where I started.
Yeah.
But it was okay, but it wasn't a blast. You know what I'm saying? And that's fair. First person goes on the show. It's usually not the best set because you have to figure out the audience. You're kind of learning what they like, what they don't like.
Going first is always difficult because even it doesn't matter how good like the host is. Sometimes the crowds need a little more getting warmed up to.
Yeah, exactly. And they call for those non-comedy people who listen. When you go first on the show, it's called going bullet. You're taking a bullet because you're fucking. It's the hardest spot.
Yeah,
it often doesn't go well. So nobody likes to host and nobody likes to go bullet. You know what I'm saying?
One thing about me, that's kind of all I do.
That's kind of all I get booked to do because we have great energy because we're Latin and we're shunned by our people. So the whites and the blacks know that we're available.
100%.
Yeah. So
one thing about me, I'm always gonna get booked on a black show.
Yeah,
they always book me on black shows.
Black shows are Black shows are the best shows.
The best sets I've ever had.
Yeah.
Best rooms.
And you know what? It's not even a well-kept secret in comedy because one thing about comedy, even when it's a white show, if there's black people in the room, even the white comics only care what the black people are doing.
100%.
I can't tell you how many shows I've been on with a plethora of different comics when there's like one table of 4 or 5 black people and a joke goes kind of like this, but the black table loved it. They're like, well, as long as they're laughing, I don't give a fuck about any of you guys.
So
and that's
true.
A fact.
Honestly, doing a black show is the best because like they will let you know if they don't like you. Like they will not give you like a lot of like at like the Stand, like people give you some courtesy glasses. They feel bad, but like black people be like, and that's like when you kill at a black show, you're like, I'm the fucking man.
Yeah, they make you feel good about it because they're honest. They're there to have a good time and they're not gonna fucking put their fucking feelings second to yours. You know what I'm saying? But I think my favorite black room in the city is Harlem Nights. 100%.
Yeah, that was a
shout out to
one.
Rashad Bashir, and he runs a great mic on Monday and a great show on Saturdays. That's probably my favorite black room.
Rashad Bashir, honestly the best because one time I did a horrible show at fucking Producers Club.
Oh my god,
in the very beginning, and it was awful. The girl who was hosting it was had to be heroin. Yeah. Honestly, she was nodding out. And there were only 3 people in the audience and they wanted to leave and she wouldn't let them leave. And so I was doing my set and they were looking for like, cause they weren't from here. They were looking for like places to go and it was just awful. And I did my jokes. I went to leave and Rashad was doing like the mic before and he waited around. He saw me when I was leaving. He was like, hey, you got really good stuff. Yeah. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, didn't feel like that. And he was like, no, this doesn't matter. But the jokes are well written. And I was like, thank you. It was a really nice thing because I was gonna fucking kill myself after that show. I walked to the Stand from Producers Club.
That's a fucking 30-block walk.
and avenues.
Yeah.
It was like Producers Club is way
On the
west
west
on like
side.
40 something street, and it was I had
you
to
walk 40. You walk 30 city blocks and 4 avenues.
Yeah, more
to
than
shake
that.
the stink off.
Yeah, I had to. It was so bad.
And now here we are in Latino History Month, just with a message that is unequivocally true that black people are the best, and that is just the facts of the situation.
It
is. But anyway, we're at this show. I go first. I don't have my best set. It wasn't that fun. And then literally every comic went after me, and it was a good lineup of
it was a
comics
great
that I
lineup.
respect. Because the shop, one thing about the shop, the AC is loud, the crowds are a little weird, the room is a little funky, but they book good lineups for the most part.
Yeah, they do.
And
now at least.
yeah, now they do. Shout out to the new bookers. And then so we're doing the fucking show. I don't have a good set, and then Samantha comes like maybe an hour later.
Yeah.
It's like fucking 80 minutes later in showtime, and everybody's telling her, hey, don't engage with the crowd. They're not fun. If you talk to them too much, they will try to take the show over. Like, just go through, do your thing, don't fucking worry about it. And Samantha's like, yeah, you're true. And I told her, like, baby, I know a lot of people are saying a lot of different things. I know you're different, but, you know, it was rough. It was not the best.
Like,
She's
don't
yeah,
talk
you're right,
to
baby,
them.
I got you. She goes up there, what's up, girl? Whose birthday is this? Whose birthday is it out in this motherfucker? Yes, bitch, how old are you? What, you 21? 24? It's giving 21. I know.
Look at that skin.
I sat in, I watched the first 30 seconds. I'm like, this is going to go well. And one thing about me, my ego can't fucking handle it, son.
I had the best. I literally was the best. I got off stage and they're like, "We love you!" I'm like, "I love you!" It was so great.
And it's funny because I'm outside and I'm sitting with a couple comics, and I'm sitting with Talent and his friend Latin. Shout out Latin. And I'm listening to Samantha engage with the crowd and get big pops. And I'm like, this is how you know comics are fucking insane.
You were mentally ill.
Mentally ill because literally 8 comedians went to Samantha and said they're not great. If you engage with them, they try to do too much and it derails the set. And and it's not even just Samantha, every single comic is like, all right, I understand what you're saying, but I'm way better than you. And I'm way different. And this crowd that's been trashed this whole show is actually waiting for me. So it doesn't matter what you yeah, thank you, but no thank you. I'm going to go and I'm going to fucking listen to my fucking instincts anyway.
Yeah.
And as soon as she did that, it went exactly how she thought it was going to go, and she fucking cooked. And I was outside. I was like, make no mistake, she's going to come out on cloud night, and I'm going to do my best to fucking rain on her parade.
Yeah, I came out. I was like,
yeah, because Samantha, whenever if you guys come to a show and you see Samantha and you can't hear, like if you're just watching from outside, which is how it is at the shop, Samantha has a very distinct ditty bop that she does.
on stage.
Only when it's going well. Like when it's not going well, she's still good energy, but like when it's going well, it's like a fucking dance move. Yeah,
I get so hyped
when it's going well. But so I saw it from outside, and I'm like, I cannot wait to hate on this woman.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And then like he's like, he's like, you know what? I don't want to hear it. Whatever. Like I went bad. And then as we're walking, I'm like, no, it was so great because he was like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, he's like, because it's funny because like I saw her come out and she had that look on her face like she knew she killed, and I already knew that she crushed, and she had such a good set that I'm like, oh, I know I don't even have to big her up. I don't even have to let her feel this. Like she knows what happened in there, and she's comfortable with it. But now I can just be like, hey, I think it's really insensitive that you're parading around like you're fucking Richard Pryor when I really struggled.
Yeah. But I give it like the week before the same shit happened because we like, honestly, we downed like spicy margs.
Yeah.
And then I went on stage and had I bombed.
Yeah.
I had a terrible set. And then I never try to turn on the crowd, but I absolutely did that day. And I like understand. I was like, hey guys, you were fucking awful. I was so mad. And you went up there and you didn't like have the best set of your life, but you had a way better set than I did.
It was fine.
And then I came out, I was like, they were fucking awful. And then JC went up there and then Matt's like, well, maybe JC's warming them up. I'm like, or maybe I had really bad energy. Maybe it was me.
Yeah, that happens so often in comedy.
But I went bullet.
Yeah, she went bullet and I went second. And as soon as Samantha left the room, I was like, what's up with this bitch? And the crowd was like, yeah! That is my favorite thing to do on a show where the crowd is like, I'm hearing that they're bad from the other comedians. My favorite thing to do, and it almost works every time I do it,
to tell them.
Is to tell them how much shit the rest of the comedy. I'm like, everybody's talking wild shit about y'all. I didn't say it, but they think y'all fucking suck.
I wanted to do that to the room in the comedy shop, but I had a positive thing. I was like, I'm not gonna even say it, so I didn't, and I made about 30 new friends.
So you really crushed. It was almost funny to watch because it's like I knew how it was going when she was in there, but it was almost like a TV show when she came it's like me and a couple of other comics that didn't like the way the show went, and then Sam comes out and like as soon as she opens the door, it's like you're hearing them cover, give us more, and she's just like doing finger guns back to them, and then the door shuts, she's like, woo,
yeah.
I don't know, they were great for me. That's when a comic is feeling themselves, that's the first thing that you're gonna hear them say 10 times out of 10. They were great for me.
Yeah,
I had a great time.
That's happened. Yeah, it's happened to me. After I've bombed, I had a couple of people like, they were great. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and then
they weren't so bad for me.
Yeah, and then every comic that bombed before has to be like, yeah, they weren't that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I didn't have my best set, but they were good.
Yeah.
So you got to make it's just comics are funny. So to answer the question that people ask, like how is it being two comedians and when one has one set and the other has a better set, it is way funnier. I'm not gonna lie,
hysterical.
because it's so easy to be like bitter when something goes bad. Like I get frustrated when things don't go my way. Like you have to have a short-term memory in comedy.
You have to be a goldfish.
When it's you and your partner, it's like it's really funny. Like it doesn't make bombing fun, but I can process it way easier after because I'm like, oh, this is just hilarious.
Yeah,
you know,
honestly. Not and not that I want you to ever bomb, but if I ever have a show with you and I bomb and then you do too, I'm like, thank God. I'm like, at least I know it wasn't me.
Yeah. You know? It's
there's nothing honestly more comforting that, especially if I'm hosting and I had a terrible hosting set and then everyone after me does bad, and I'm like,
yeah.
God.
Honestly,
I'm almost rooting for it.
No, when you're hosting,
like if I had a terrible host set and everybody's bombing after me, I'm like, thank God.
Nah,
because it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel. Because sometimes I'm like, was it? You know, as a comic or as a self-aware comic, I'm always like, did I do something?
Is this me?
You know, and then I'm like overthinking everything. But if everyone bombs after me, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
it was them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I'm almost rooting for it. Yeah. Not like immediately, but like if I see like 3, I'm like, I hope this show does not turn around.
Yeah,
I hope it's just a
shit show the whole time. Yeah. This is the crowd stunt. It's funny because comics are insane. Because as hosts, when the crowd is bad, for the first at least 3-4 comics, we're like, yo, did we fuck this up for everybody? Yeah. But when the crowd is hot and it's a great show and you murder up top, I'm like, no, the crowd is fucking amazing.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Like, I think usually I fucked it up, and if it's good, it's because it was meant to be good. Like, I think I don't have any part in it.
Oh, no. Like, yesterday, the patio was really great. Yeah. And make no mistake.
You took all credit for it.
I took all credit for it. Make no mistake.
That's how it should be.
No. Yeah. And then even it feels nice when other comics are like, every time you host, it's a good. I'm like, say it again.
Yeah. And also.
And send that to the booker, please.
Facts, dude. Patrick, shout out Patrick Milligan. If you're listening, fuck book us, please. We fucking need it. Look at our walls. We're fucking dying.
Literally had to get a fucking cinnamon broom from Trader Joe's so our house doesn't smell like mold. We are off the rails today.
Nah, this is fun though. But yeah, hosting shows, that's always fun. What was I gonna say? Oh, and honestly, to bring it back, that's another thing I learned from black comedians. Who like when you're hosting, it's your show.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't book it, so is this you tonight? Yeah, it's me. So when it's good, it's all you.
It's all me. And when it's bad, hey, the crowd stinks.
Yeah, bro, you fucking do it. The whole game is about avoiding accountability. Not too different from dating. That's why it works with us, because neither one of us take accountability and neither one of us is fucking rooting for each other that hard. You know, so that's one thing about us is we've had a great weekend of shows. And to be fair, the later show that I had at the stand after the one where I did bad and you did, I had the same. Samantha wasn't on that show, but I had the same thing with like everybody's like, yo, this crowd fucking sucks.
Yeah,
and everybody said it, and I was like, fuck, I can't do this twice. And then shout out to Sherrod Small, got up there and fucking murdered for like 22 minutes, all crowd work. And then I was listening because you're only supposed to do like 15, and Sherrod did like 20,
and he needed to,
and the managers were there. They're like, fucking keep going.
Yeah,
and Sherrod was just murdering with not a single joke, just all crowd work.
Yeah, which is,
and I'm sitting by the door, and it's fun to watch, but I'm like, how the fuck can I follow this?
Yeah,
this is annoying. It's already like almost 1 a.m. The crowd's been there for 2 hours. There's no way I'm gonna have a good set. And when Sherrod came off, he was like, yo, I got him ready for you. And I'm like, nah, thanks. I thought he was like being like, yeah, good luck. But fucking that crowd was amazing.
Yeah.
He whipped him into shape, and I had a great set for like 15 minutes, and then the show was done, and it was a very professional display of comedy. So this is the ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows of comedy. Yeah.
What what's your
one thing about me is that the other day, JC and I were in the shower together, and I was I shaving my legs?
Yeah.
I was shaving.
Yeah, you were.
I was shaving my legs, and there was a bug in our shower, right? Yeah. That I did not see.
Yeah.
And JC's like, baby, watch out. And one thing, mommy, if there's a bug in the shower, it's going to be him or us. Yeah. Because I almost killed us.
Yeah. There was a bug in the shower, and your solution was to commit dual seppuku. You wanted to, that's fucking samurai suicide. You wanted to go out on your sword. You fucking jump back, threw all your body weight on me.
On you. Be a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you as a man gonna slip in the shower?
Maybe when another fucking fully fledged human was gutting for me. You fucking did a wrestling.
There was literally soap everywhere, and then he said that, and I like fucking, and then I didn't. It wasn't like I was like, I had a full 30 to 60 second reaction.
Yeah.
And then I was like, kill it. And I was like,
that was the problem. It's like, you know,
you're like, you almost made me fall. And I'm like, well,
our age is never a problem, like our age gap. But when your reaction to this bug was the longest, we felt for like 20 seconds. And I'm like, oh, this is our age.
Yeah.
You felt, it was like you scream. It was ridiculous. I was like, oh my, like I had time to get annoyed.
Yeah, this baby. That JC, my favorite is when he's trying to be like mindful that I'm having a reaction and like be mindful that I'm feeling something. But I can always say, he's like, baby, like yelling at me. And then he's like, come on. And then I'm like, what? You told me there was a bug. You're like, yeah, I tried to. The thing is that I know he tries to say it in such a nice way to have no reaction, but there's really no way you can say it.
No.
Like he's like I've heard you do it before. Like there is a bug. And I'm like, what? And then, I literally was like, hey, this bug is going to win because we're both going to die. Yeah. Our skulls were almost crashed broken on the floor.
One thing about the bug, he was like, these fucking humans are pussy. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he probably died laughing. I ended up getting him, but like at what fucking cost?
Yeah, it was not my best.
Not your brightest moment.
Not my best. I have a fucking bobby pin that is ruining my head right now.
Yeah? Fucking take it out.
I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find it. But anyway, you have no idea what it's like to be a woman.
I think I have more of an idea than you realize. I don't think any man that you're ever going to meet is going to have a better idea what it's like to be a woman more than me.
It's
true.
You know
what I'm saying?
But that was it. Just basically almost ended our lives this week. But we didn't. And we ended its life instead, which was nice.
Yes, we had a great... Honestly, that was the low of our weekend. We ended up having a great week after that.
We did.
So shout out to that bug that had to die for us to be fly.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are going to move on into our next segment. And honestly, I think we're going to do a little reaction to some news that we've been hearing and seeing on the internet and stuff. And we got to give Samantha her time to gloat and be happy and be merry and really flex because she's manifested this. She's wasted a lot of full moons making sure that this happened. But we're going to move into our segment. All right, so boom. Yes. And the biggest thing that I've seen happen in the last couple of weeks is that Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner have officially gone public
with a Gucci
deal, a Gucci endorsement. And and
I think it's beautiful. I just feel like, why not? What are we so upset about? What are you so mad? You're mad Bad Bunny's with a bitch that gets money? I mean, what are we talking about? I don't know what the big deal is. And one thing about JC is that I didn't want to talk about this yesterday at soft launch because I'm like, you don't make this fun because you're just a negative Nancy. Yeah. And if you were famous and had the opportunity, you would do it too.
To date Kendall Jenner?
You don't know her as a person. She might be great, obviously.
No, obviously. I mean, it doesn't. No, I don't like any of them. It's not even just Kendall that I don't like. Oh, it's like I wish it was Kylie. They're all. I don't like any of them besides maybe Kourtney. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think the whole institution of the Kardashians is fucking trash. I can't stand them. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're talented.
Why are we bringing this up again on the podcast?
Because it's the biggest thing that's happening in pop culture right now.
They did a Gucci and they got moguls. Money. And one thing about Gucci, they put on a Puerto Rican. I love to see it. Yeah. I love to see Puerto Ricans getting into like mainstream
I don't like the insinuation that you're making that Bad Bunny couldn't have done this without Kendall Jenner.
I don't think that at all.
That's what you're doing.
I'm saying
you're
Gucci,
like you're happy that they're doing it together. He could have gotten that on his own.
Literally didn't say that. I said I'm happy that Gucci put a Puerto Rican in their ad. I love that.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that either.
Yeah, well, seems like you might be.
I just don't like that I don't like Kendall Jenner. I don't like the Jenners or the Kardashians. I don't like them. I don't think they're great for the culture. I don't like them. I don't like what they stand for. I don't like their show. And I don't like their general attitude.
Cool.
And that's not crazy.
Guess who does?
You love it.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, he does. And I don't like that he likes it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's still great. He's still one of my fucking favorite people to listen to. But it's like, it's that moment your heroes kind of just become people, which they are. Which, good for Bad Bunny. Go do everything you want to do. But don't let me stop you. But I don't like it. That's all it is. Don't like it.
I think I'm done with that segment.
Yeah. You know what you forget? You forget that we share a bed and I can hear you. Sometimes you sleep talk. And like when you're in a really good deep sleep, there's a big smile on your face and I can hear you. Kendall Jenner, Bad Bunny. I hear you. You dream about it. It consumes you as a person.
I literally never think about it.
Yeah.
And then their ad came out. I was like, I kind of like it.
I kind of love it. I'd kind of die for it.
I wouldn't die for it, but I'm like, good for them.
Giving me life.
And I like shout out to Luis Galilei. He did a little TikTok about it, and he's like, people wanted to know, and they're like, what Kardashians do is they make money.
Yeah.
And they did this ad, and they're like, we don't actually have to post an Instagram picture. Mm-hmm. That's beneath us.
Yeah, and one thing, it was a tough week for me because to see Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner take their thing to the next level, I had to watch Luis Galilei become a human to me, somebody who I liked a lot, and now I have to hate him because I disagree with his opinions. That's just what it is.
What it is, because you can't have difference of opinions. Not in 2023.
No, you can. I just don't have to like or respect you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our way of saying that we're breaking up.
That's my thing about free speech. You know what I'm saying? You are free to have whatever opinion you want, and I'm gonna love you. But I'm also free to disagree with your opinion and not respect you.
Oh, are we going to get into the free speech of yours that I had to sit through the other day? I was like, are we on a podcast?
Yeah.
He was just going, he's like, another thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just trying to watch the House of Salt Lake City.
Yeah, which one thing about that, you should have stayed listening to my fucking rant because that episode was a fucking waste of time.
It was a waste of time.
Fucking joke. But that's the only thing I wanted to talk about, and then I feel comfortable moving into our favorite segment.
Yes.
That's what they saying, where we found some really funny Reddit posts. And are we gonna do the one from the show yesterday? We got any from the show that we want to do?
We don't have anything major. Just David and Lara wrote us a nice little thing.
Read that out loud though.
They enjoyed our show. I don't have that up. We didn't say we were going to do that. Oh, we do. I do. Yeah. No secret or confession. We just want to say how much we enjoyed your show last night. Thanks for popping our first stand-up cherry. From the Softies in the front row, David and Lara. And then P.S. Lara, because we had a whole little moment about waiting to...
Well, read what the question... We got a question. Is like somebody in the show submitted an anonymous confession.
Said, I've been talking to this guy for 6 months and he won't make it official. What should I do? And then we had like a whole thing because JC made me wait. And then Lara wrote to me... Ooh, just went away. Where'd it go?
So that was a question that we got at the show, and then we riffed on it, and it was very funny because Samantha and I had a prolonged dating period before we became official as well.
Yeah, and then Lara wrote, P.S. Lara here. I was also well seasoned for 6 months. Yeah, damn, I know how you feel, Sam.
We'll post the clip to our Instagram at some point, but it was basically about how everybody, as soon as they said that, the crowd was like, "Oh, leave him! Everybody, leave him!" And I was like, "Well, or you could just fucking wait. You could just be patient."
Yeah, and I just stood quiet, and then I was like, "You could tell I had to wait."
Yeah, and my whole thing was, you're not waiting. You're being seasoned. Yeah. If you want to cook something well, you got to season it. You got to let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? The best food is people marinate it overnight.
Yeah.
And that's all I was doing for our relationship. And that's basically what I was saying. And Samantha's like, yeah, you can tell that he made me wait. And I was like, you can tell somebody's very well seasoned.
It was very funny.
A lot of adobo on this relationship.
Okay, but we will get into our other ones that we found.
From Reddit.
Yes. Okay. Hold on 1 second.
And also just a reminder, we always have a link live in our bio where you guys can submit questions and confessions completely anonymously, and we will bring them up on the pod or on the live show if you come. And if we don't get it to it in the live show, we'll talk about it on the pod the next fucking day.
Yeah. So then we have this one. So it says, I am a female 35 in a situationship with a man 50. Should I cut it off? And if so, what is best way to do so and stay friends?
Okay, situationship. The man is 50.
And she's 35.
She's 35. Should I cut it off?
And she's saying they're in a situationship, but he won't discuss being in a relationship, but I don't want to lose him. Should I cut it off? If so, what's the best way to do it so we could stay friends? I am in what can best be described as a situationship with a man who is 50, who started as a good friend. I've always struggled with making friends and finding romantic partners due to being neurodivergent and having physical disabilities, which makes meaningful connections rare for me.
Neurodivergent and she has physical disabilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recently, I've developed strong feelings for this man and we've become physically involved. He's been incredibly supportive, providing emotional and practical help, something I truly value given my circumstances. However, the challenge lies in the fact that he refuses to discuss our relationship status. From the little he has said, it seems he doesn't want a committed relationship with me. I'm torn because I don't want to lose the connection we have, yet I also don't want to invest my time and emotions in someone who isn't sure about having a relationship with me. Any advice on how to handle the situation would be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance for your input. what a freak this guy is.
For real?
Yeah, I took a neurodivergent and I have physical disabilities. The guy's like, you want to fuck?
He's like, what you got? You got fucking Down syndrome and cerebral palsy? Take your fucking clothes off, girl.
Does your pussy get wet?
Yo, I was about to ask you, like, are we giving serious advice or are we giving the funny advice? Because the funny advice is like, bitch, maybe beggars shouldn't be choosers. If you found somebody that's willing to blow your fucking crippled back out,
your scoliosis back,
maybe if somebody's lining up your C4 correctly, maybe you shouldn't worry so much about whether he's committed to you or not. You know what I'm saying? No, that's crazy.
But
though.
also, I love that men, even in those situations, can't be good. Also, 50 years old, I'm like, who is this? Who is this? Diddy and fucking Karisha? What are we doing? 50 years old and he's still like, nah, I'm not sure yet.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, literally. What are we talking about?
Dog, shit like that, honestly, when I hear it, it warms my heart. I'm like, dog, because the times are changing. Women are smart. They're making money.
Times are changing. Women have a brain.
Yeah, women have a brain. They can do stuff. Ladies can do stuff now. But men still fuck boys. And it's fucking kind of impressive, the dedication that us as a gender have to not committing.
No, it's insane.
It is crazy.
50 years old?
Yeah, 50. You got to hang it.
Hang it up, bro.
Hang up the game.
You should be looking for a companion.
Yeah.
In that time, like, you're going to get dementia any minute.
Yeah, one thing about you.
You can't wipe your ass.
Dude, one thing about you. To be fair, he's going to get dementia. He can't wipe his ass, but neither can this crippled girl.
Yeah.
She's not going to be able to wipe his ass either. So maybe, I can understand the hesitancy, but, realistically, of course you deserve to be with somebody, and we don't know the extent. And just because
we're also being ridiculous, but
because you're neurodivergent, which I'm gonna be quite honest, don't know what that means.
Oh, it's like autistic.
Yeah.
That's like when we watch like Love on the Spectrum, they neurodivergent.
Okay, like how autistic though?
Well, she didn't say it, and she writes pretty well.
So she's super retarded. She's paying attention to every little fucking word.
It does make me feel bad. It makes me feel bad for her, but I just want to be like, girl, listen, men stink. Yeah, so it's men are gonna. But she does struggle to find connection, and I feel bad.
I get that, but I think for somebody who is neurodivergent, she seems to express her emotion pretty well. And pretty eloquently and pretty straight through, because like I can catch the full thread. And I'm sure it's difficult to make it in person, but my thing is if you made a connection once with somebody, you will be able to do it again.
Yeah, and also she's like, how do we still remain friends? It's like, you don't.
You don't. You've already, you're fucking.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking respect you.
I don't know how you feel about this. Generally, I try not to be black and white, but this is one of the things that I feel kind of strongly about in a realistic sense. Is there friendship for people that have like really messed around before? Like maybe, but
I haven't. There's not a single person.
Like there's people that I have slept, of course, that I respect and that I can say hi and bye to, but like an actual full-fledged
You've had
friendship,
people you've slept with?
Never in my life.
That's what I thought.
I don't know who even said that. No, but like I can see being cordial, but having a legitimate friendship, that's a pretty big stretch.
I mean, I haven't, but I don't. I mean, I guess some people can.
Yeah. I don't believe in those people, though. I don't think so. I really just don't think that that's real.
I think it's, and if it is, it's way more far. Like it's far and few, because it always feels like somebody still wants to fuck. Yeah. And they will if the opportunity strikes. So it's like, how true is your friendship if somebody's still trying to fuck?
Yeah. And even if it's not true for the two people who used to fuck that are friends now, it's definitely somebody thinks that. One of their significant others definitely thinks that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's just a weird thing.
It is weird.
So I think if I had to give honest advice, I think be less concerned about the friendship, because once you have sex with somebody, it's hard to maintain that in my experience. You know what I'm saying? But also, I'm not on the spectrum. So I don't know if it's possible for you to turn it on and off. Maybe your neurodivergency enables you to kind of switch it on and off.
She must be a bad bitch.
Yeah. She must have a fat ass attached to that fucked up spine.
Yo, speaking of neurodivergent, whatever it is. But when we were watching Love on the Spectrum, a lot of these girls, they got
dog, a lot of these fucking you know what? You're missing a chromosome, but you're not missing no meals. A lot of these chicks was thick. We're gonna post some pics,
and they always show them like leaving the date, and I'm like, God,
shit, that's gotta be jammed, because Jelly don't shake like that.
Just oh my God.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't watched Love on the Spectrum, you should. It's a really beautiful show.
Yeah.
But also, there's a couple that like gets together and they don't know how to express their emotions, and so they're super excited. They definitely fall in love, and like the way they describe it is we do it all the time. It's like, I feel warm.
I feel warm.
And I was like, this bitch is wet.
Romantic.
Yeah, it's so romantic. Yeah. I feel warm.
They just hit it on the nose, man. Honestly, man, this guy is a visionary, this 50-year-old.
Yeah.
Because, if you get with an autistic chick, one thing about her, she's going to love trains. Bring the homies, and it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a fun
Respectfully, and everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, you're just like, lay down and go choo-choo. Yeah. She's like, okay.
Yeah, and she wants it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, as long as
this clip is going to get us canceled.
Yeah, but as long as nobody's being taken advantage of, because we're just judging off the person who's writing it in that she's having a great physical relationship with this guy. But, that's funny. I mean, 50 years old, still a fuckboy. Yeah, cut him off. You'll be fine. Yeah. But shout out to all our neurodivergent baddies out there.
Yes, because you are. There's a lot of you.
Hell yeah.
All right, I have another one. Okay, title: Ex-girlfriend is trying to break me and my current girlfriend up.
Oof.
My ex-girlfriend recently found out that I am seeing a new girl. She is constantly messaging her and lying about things, saying that I have already cheated on her and she has proof. She even signed my ex up to receive a recent sexual partner of yours has been... Oh, his ex signed up for things saying a recent sexual partner of yours has been tested positive for an STD.
That's hilarious.
My current girlfriend... One thing about his ex-girlfriend... Dominican.
Yeah.
My current girlfriend and I have a very transparent relationship, and we see each other every day. My girlfriend knows that none of this is true, but I'm still worried the constant harassment is going to get to her.
Yeah, of course.
My girlfriend doesn't care about what she has to say, but it's bothering me because my ex actually cheated on me.
Yeah.
I understand why my ex is upset because she happens to know the girl I'm currently dating. She constantly sends her nasty messages and tries to get in her head about me.
Jesus
I
Christ.
I need help on what to do. We try blocking her on different platforms, so she keeps finding new ways to reach out.
Jesus.
My ex keeps telling my current girlfriend that I am still obsessed with her. Considering my ex cheated on me and didn't want to be with me, why would she be acting this way? She has gone completely off the deep end, and it's scary that she is willing to do anything to try to break me and my current girlfriend up.
This guy sounds like he wants to fuck his ex a little bit.
One thing about his ex, she's so crazy, she fuck good. Yeah. She's a good dick.
Dude, maybe she's on the spec too. Maybe she's got a fat ass, dude.
That is...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But it's like, for me, I'm thinking about this ex-girlfriend. It's like, baby, when do you take a look inside and be like, am I
you're pathetic.
Crazy?
Yeah. No, my thing is, honestly, at that point, you got to get the cops involved.
I think
get the cops involved.
You got to get, or the guy needs to tell her and be like, hey, even if we break up, it's never gonna be you.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? If I don't work out with her, I'm gonna be with the next bitch. Mm-hmm. So, but it's never gonna be you, baby. Like, what?
Have you ever felt that crazy about somebody?
No.
Yeah.
That's beyond.
Because you're putting yourself in the mud at that point.
It's just, I don't know if it's an ego or what it is. No, it's not an ego. It's just, I have self-respect.
Yeah.
Like, if someone doesn't want to be with me, okay.
Yeah, that's
what I mean? It stinks and it hurts.
Humbling.
But it's like, I'm going to cry about it alone. And I'm going to handle it like a normal person.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go, that is...
No, that's insane.
Crazy. I mean, I have been messaged by ex-girlfriends.
Really?
Like that.
Like coming to you as a woman, this guy's a piece of shit, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
like, good luck, girl. But like, he did this and like, da-da-da. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah. What does that make you feel like as the current girlfriend?
Well, for me, I'm a girl's girl, so I'm just like,
You take her side?
I don't ever respond. That's crazy. But this hasn't happened to me since I'm in like my early 20s. But like it's just like, okay, but you take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Do you ever bring it up to your current man?
100%.
This is what
I just got a message from your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, that's so annoying. I can't imagine.
It's giving early 20s.
Yeah, this is
because I can't imagine like a grown woman. Just who has the time?
Yeah, you got to be. You'd feel embarrassed.
It's crazy, but I think at that point,
it's giving college.
Yeah, they said they were like 25 and 26, but I guess that is really young.
Yeah,
but
that's still pretty young.
It's a little too old to be doing that.
I don't know. I feel like 26 is the new 21. Like I feel like 26, like once you get off your parents' insurance, that's when you become an adult for real. Or
I
that's
guess.
when like your adult life begins for real.
You know what? And it makes sense because that only changed with the Obama administration, so it is kind of new.
Yeah.
Like I feel like 21-year-olds were 21-year-olds.
21s are still babies, bro.
Still babies.
22, still a baby. 23, still a baby.
Yeah.
Like
one thing about me, 29, still a baby.
Yo,
yeah.
for real, low key. Dog,
One thing
30,
about me, 35, still a baby. Yeah.
One thing about me, 35, almost killed us in the shower over a bug. But nah, I feel like I wouldn't even reach out to that girl seriously, like be like, hey, can you stop? Like it's never gonna be you. I feel like you can't justify that behavior with a response.
No, because she's crazy, so there's not gonna be a thing either.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to the police, but I don't know if they're even gonna do anything about that. Just continuously keep blocking her, and keep screenshots of everything because it's giving psychopath.
I would definitely get the cops involved. Do restraining order.
But I don't even know if you can do that. Can I guess you could do a restraining order if they keep reaching out.
Because that's the shit that you have to have that filed for in case somebody murders somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is a fucking.
He also was like, "Oh, my ex knows this girl." I'm like, I want to know how.
Yeah. Did he dog her out? Did he
dog her out? I mean,
revenge?
She cheated on him.
Could have been revenge. I've done that before.
You?
I've gotten played by a girl and moved on to one of her friends.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you never told me that.
In high school.
Oh.
The girl that took my virginity, then the girl that the second person I ever had sex with was one of her friends.
That's so funny.
Yeah, now I can't look Filipino people in the eye.
Were they both Filipino?
They're both Filipino.
Stupid.
Yeah, I can't even fucking smell boba tea.
That's not even Filipino.
Hey, it is what it is, though.
It's so funny. There's like a big thing this week that's been like girl math, boy math, whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I sent it to you today because it was like boy math is getting their heart broken in high school, making every girl after that pay for it.
Yo, motherfuckers, girls always try to act like, this is so stupid, but this is a rite of passage. You understand? You guys get periods in middle school, and we get heartbreaks that we can weaponize for a fucking decade. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's what we get.
You held on to that as long as you could.
As long as I fucking could. And I would still be holding on to it if you weren't so fucking awesome, honestly. I would have brought that right back. Like, didn't you have a relationship that you just got out of? Yeah, but 7th grade, though. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I love that, though. I hope if we have a son and that son identifies as a male, I can't wait for him to get his heart broken in middle school because it's going to be like, brother, you don't know what the fuck God just did for you.
It's so annoying.
You know how you got to renew your license every like 6-7 years? You got to like that first heartbreak, 10 years on it. You get 10.
It's just because boys don't know how to. You guys just don't know how to like express emotion.
Yeah, we're not like that's not a thing that we're is associated with us growing up.
Yeah.
But I was really always fine at expressing my emotions. I just like to weaponize that because I didn't really want to commit because I thought at some point in my life I was gonna have sex with a lot of people at one time.
Crazy.
Yeah, gave that one.
But it's wild because you can't close.
Yeah, and I just think I was always thinking, one day I'll figure it out.
Maybe when I'm 50, I'll fuck a girl on the spectrum.
Dude, I don't even know if I can handle a girl on the spectrum because dudes on the spectrum fucking got pieces. Fucking pieced up.
They do.
Yeah, every autistic dude that I know is fucking packed.
How many do you know? Why? Also, we want to know why you've seen their dicks.
No, you know what, bro? I swear to God, on everything I love, I played baseball at St. John's for a semester, right? D1 locker room. One of the kids, his name was fucking Kevin Grove. He's never going to hear this. Kevin Grove, fucking 6'2", one of the hottest guys I've ever seen in my life. Dumb as rocks.
Yeah.
Dumb as
that
rocks.
Doesn't mean he's on the
no
spectrum.
personality. He had to have been.
On the spectrum usually means you're extraordinarily smart.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, he was just dumb as rocks.
He was just dumb.
Pieced the fuck up.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah, you got to. God's got to balance it out.
Yeah.
So that's what that's a theory that I have. Because they're very strong, got broad shoulders and big pieces.
I knew someone whose cousin was on the spectrum. Bad. Bad.
Yeah.
The cutest guy.
Yeah,
He's the sweetest guy.
Good fella.
And the guy was like, he's like, his dick is huge.
Yeah.
Because like he would like, he was like grown, but he acted like he was, younger. And like they had to bathe him and stuff. And they were like, Jesus Christ. And then I remember saying in front of my friend who's a nurse, who's had to like work with them, and she was like, "Yeah, I've had to. Their dicks are usually really big." She's had to like bathe some people on the spectrum.
I forgot what. There's a comic. I'm not doing comedy now. It's an old clip, but this is kind of unrelated. But the moment he realized his son has a way bigger dick than him,
it's very funny.
It was the funniest shit because he's like, "Dad, when you're taking you're sitting on the toilet and it falls into the water," and then he was like,
"Yes,
yeah, son,
that happens all the time,
bro. That's got to be a humbling feeling."
I didn't even think about
when you're surpassed by the new generation.
That's great. Because I would assume it would just like, go just
the same. Well, you don't hand the same penis down. I don't think.
For me, my mom had no titties. I don't have any titties.
Yeah. But your mom's caked up.
Jesus Christ.
It's true, to be fair. And respectfully, your mom's a great person. She was a consummate professional at her job, and now she's a great mother, great grandmother, and she's just caked up. Respectfully, that's not weird. It's just what it is. She's a beautiful woman. She's caked up.
Great. Anyway, go ahead. Am I the asshole?
Oh, okay, yeah. Last one. Am I the asshole? So advice for that guy? Yeah, call the cops. Call the cops.
Yeah,
100%. Or bring her in, dude. You guys are so young.
She'll kill you.
Yeah, maybe it's worth it though, cause you never know. All right, last one we're gonna do, and then we're gonna move on to our Bravo Cat. Am I the asshole for telling my sister gender reveal parties are tacky and attention seeking? No. Already, just the answer. All right, my sister's 25. She's always been a bit of an attention seeker.
No, wow. I'm sitting next to one of those.
I'm not an attention seeker. I would just like everybody to stop what they're doing and listen
look
up.
At me, yeah.
And look in my eyes in the pod when I tell you this, that I don't need attention. Thank you very much for listening. All right? No, my sister's 25, and she's always been a bit of an attention seeker. She would always announce her grades, new jobs, raises, etc. whenever the family was together. It killed me when she used to tell the entire family she got a 100 on her test in a class that we were taking together, and even though she knew I only got a C- or a D+.
Oh, it's giving this girl a little jelly.
And they would ask me how I did after her announcement. She was always the golden child, and I, 26-year-old female, was the screw-up. So she's the older sister and the less smart sister. It's giving me and you on the same show. One of us does good and one of us does bad.
No, it's giving this girl's a little jealous.
Yeah,
but okay.
It's giving Hey Jan. It's giving Janice from the Brady Bunch.
No,
yeah.
Jan.
Marsha.
Yeah, Marsha,
yeah,
but it's Jan.
Jan.
Yeah.
Okay. We're both pregnant right now. Both of our first kids. She's married with a great job and a house, and I'm on my own in a studio right now.
Yeah, still the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh man. I just thought a funny joke that Chris Stefano probably would have said, but it's why do that? No, I'm just gonna say it. And I'm gonna edit it out of the pod, and you're not gonna see this whole part. I'm just gonna start from the top of the pod. He's like, we're both pregnant right now. Both of our first kids. She's married with a great job and a house, and I'm on my own in the studio, so we can see which one was fucking a minority guy. Somebody's fucking a Puerto Rican. Happy Latino Heritage Month. Fuck it. That's staying in the pod. 100%. You guys have to know that I'm fucking kidding. Oh my God. That's funny though. You know what I'm saying? She's married with a great job. I'm in the studio by myself. A couple weeks ago, I got an invitation to her gender reveal barbecue pool party. Damn, and her house has a pool.
Yeah,
this bitch is crushing. Yeah. I didn't want to deal with her showing off to the entire family in front of me, so I told her I wouldn't be coming. She asked why, so I told her that I didn't want to deal with her friends and our family. She insisted that it would be fun, so I told her that gender reveal parties are tacky and I don't want to deal with it. She again insisted that it would be fun and just to think of it as a barbecue with colored cookies. I snapped at her that I didn't want to go to a stupid party to watch her show off to our family, just like she did when we were younger. She hung up on me, and now her parents are upset at me for being rude to her. Am I the asshole?
Yes, go to therapy, baby girl. You're mad your sister is smart and has a good life, and you're making it about you.
Yeah, you sound
Get
like
the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What an awful sister.
Yeah, and also you can tell 100% that the older sister getting pregnant was reactionary to the first sister getting pregnant.
It seems it's giving.
She was like, I can't, I've been behind my whole life. If she gets fucking a kid before me, I'm going to fucking lose it. So she got fucking
and she couldn't even,
by some dude named fucking Juan. And Juan was not the Juan for her.
Juan Delgado.
Man, that's
it's
crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel,
also, it was a moment for you to, put your shit aside and be like, hey, if you're doing one, why don't we do one together?
Yeah, you gotta ride those coattails. The older you get, the more petty, the more pointless I feel like these little, what's the word, beefs are.
Yeah.
Because you have to start looking out for yourself and how you can benefit. And if you can get a good party out of your sister doing a person who does the most, just what does an extra fucking dozen cookies cost?
Yeah, and also it seems like she wanted,
she's trying to to include you.
But it's also just like she's saying like, oh, my sister used to say like, oh, I got 100 on a test knowing I got a C. It's like, baby, it's not she shouldn't have to mute herself because
you don't feel good about yours.
Yeah, like that's on you, baby. That's what do you want her to do? Get the fuck out of here. Let her have her gender reveal. I'm not a huge gender reveal type of bitch.
Yeah.
I'll go to them and I always love them when I'm there, but I just sometimes I feel like a little over the top.
Yeah.
Like they started a fucking wildfire with one of those. Like when they're that big, that's just kind of annoying. But like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm never gonna tell any of my friends or family like this is stupid. Yeah. It's just like, don't be a negative Nancy.
Yeah. To be fair, they're both pregnant, so maybe hormones were involved. I know
it's not like, giving.
I know, but you also don't know the dynamics between
What, has she been pregnant since she's a kid? Get the fuck out of here.
Her fucking goody two-shoe sister could be a bit of a bitch. She could be flexing a little bit like, hey, I really want you to be there. And like she's playing. Is she a goody two-shoes or is she just doing the right thing and you're a fuck up and you're mad that her she lives in a nice house. She's doing everything. It's just giving you fucked up and you're mad your sister isn't a fuck up. Yeah, not gonna lie, you can tell which one of us was the golden child in our families because one thing about me, I can relate to what she's going. Not relate, but like Tara was
not the golden child of my family.
No, but you're empathizing with the golden child.
Like, I just because it's just like I never. Well, my brother Michael specifically was way smarter than me and did really well in school, and I never was like, I wish he wouldn't. Yeah. I was just like, okay, that's him, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I never felt like I wish my siblings were less successful, but Tara was so good at sports. Yeah, I wanted to be just like her. Yeah, and I just wasn't as good as she was, and I could empathize with
Tara putting on for feminism. I mean, you never hear a son being like, I wish I was as good as my sister in sports.
Oh, she was.
We just live for that.
Oh, shout out to Tara. She was like,
I live for that.
She was so good, and I was good too, but just not as good. She's not as good.
Yeah, he was great.
I was fine.
You get a participation trophy.
Yeah, and one thing about me, I did, and I held on to it, and I really wanted it to be a fucking real one. You know what I'm saying? But I was good, but she was just way better. Yeah, I tried very hard to be like her, but I never wished that she did worse so I could catch up.
That's the thing.
That's a negative reaction.
I never thought that. I never was like, I wish my brothers weren't like who they were, so I could feel better about myself. That's crazy.
No, one thing about my parents, one thing that they did well together was they both had a fucking horrible marriage, a horrible relationship. They gave us all the equal trauma, and none of us ever did that good. Yeah. So no matter who did well in what thing, we all had the big peg to knock each other down. We were all fucked up. So still to this day, none of us really got it figured out that. And we kind of bond because of it.
I definitely got it the worst, I think.
Yeah? You think so?
So yeah, I like to, anytime like my brother's having a thing, I'm like, could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Yeah. We all. I think for all of us, we all, like me and my siblings, we all like share the weird stuff happening in our lives, and we don't really. There's no Olympics, you know. Like there's no.
I don't. I let my brothers feel what they feel.
Yeah, until I don't fucking feel like it.
Yeah, then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
You get dragged in the house by your hair.
Yeah. No, then maybe.
You're bald.
Yeah, no, maybe shut the fuck up, Dad. You know? No, real quick story about gender reveals. I'm not crazy about them, honestly. I'd like them if they're fun. Honestly, any excuse to get the family together. Have a good time.
Yeah. You realize when you get older, like you don't see people as often. So these are just like
it's
events.
not about the gender reveal. It's about everybody getting together.
It's about the camaraderie that comes with it.
Quick gender reveal story. Danny and Ashley, two of my close friends, their first baby, they had a gender reveal up at Danny's parents' house in Westchester, and invited all of us. And the way that they wanted to reveal the gender was they gave us each like a confetti cannon.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if I told you this story.
You did. But, I know.
Oh my God, it was one of my favorite moments in our friendship.
Yeah, for you.
Where Ashley and Danny fucked up is wanted to get everybody involved, so they gave everybody a confetti cannon, even the people who weren't that close to the family. Like I shouldn't have had one, and a lot of us shouldn't have had one, but they just had a bunch, so they gave them out. And then they were like, "Don't pop them until we count to 3." And they're still handing them out. And shout out to Gabriel Blanco and Leticia Blanco. Leticia got one, and Leticia, the great person that she is, picks it up and reads the instructions. Like, all right, step 1, hold confetti cannon to the air. Step 2, pull string and point up. And she's like doing the steps like to set it up. And she's like, step 2, pull string and point up. All the confetti goes. Everybody sees it's blue. And me, I ran like 50 feet across the room and I started dying laughing.
I would have.
And Ashley, the mother who was pregnant at the time, was fucking furious. And Leticia was fucking mortified.
She
had to fucking leave.
I would have had to leave.
She left the gender
I would have
reveal.
been like, hey, do you have another one? Shoot me in the head with it.
And
are you kidding?
I'm going to try to find the picture and post it in the podcast because they have the moment where you see the... where you see the confetti going up because somebody was recording early, and you can see Leticia like is mortified, and Gabe is right behind his wife like dying laughing, and it was the funniest shit.
It's that I cannot.
Bruh, that was one of my funniest days in the chat. Like the funniest times in the chat because Gabe was like, bruh, like Leticia refused to speak for 3 hours.
Yeah,
I had to take her to her favorite restaurant like she was a kid who lost a soccer tournament.
Yeah.
I had to buy her favorite pasta, and only like halfway into the entree she was like, I just really feel like they should have been clearer with the instructions.
Yeah. Was
funny.
Danny pissed?
No, Danny didn't give a shit. But it was like
that is.
Yeah, it was so funny though.
You would
it
have to
so
kill
funny.
me.
Yeah,
you would have to absolutely. There would have been. I would have been taken out of that house in a stretcher.
Yeah. You would have to
just zap up the. Kill me.
Yeah. It was
I can't
so
even imagine.
So I kind of do want to have a gender reveal, but only to sabotage one of our friends and make them feel awkward enough and force them into leaving because that's fucking hilarious.
That's so funny. Well, my cousin Andrew and Angela, they had a gender reveal and they did the poppers as well. And it's always so funny, like, because they gave it to like Joey and Ryan.
Yeah.
And, you know, Joey and Ryan are like the younger cousins and they're just known for being fucking insane.
Yeah.
So it's so funny. It's like before the pictures started and before like the video goes on, they're like, everybody hold it. Don't fucking touch it. They're like literally like, don't touch it. Do not touch it. They're like literally because I gave it to them and they're like, let us do it for and it's so funny. Then they're like, okay, put the cameras on. All right, ready? And like everyone's like super happy about it. But it's so, that's how you have to be able to be like, hey, don't.
Because one thing about people, we're fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah, they tried to give me one. And I was like, hey, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want confetti cannons at your gender reveal. I don't want.
Just eat a cupcake and show me.
What's another thing that people? The two things. I don't want confetti cannons at your gender reveal, and I don't want to hold your fucking baby. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, I just want you to be happy.
You don't want me to hold. You don't want to hold a baby.
I'm scared. I don't want to drop it. I want it to be you. I don't want to fuck somebody else's something up. Give me my baby. I'll hold my baby. Because if I fuck it up, I'm cool with it. But I don't want to fuck somebody else's
I'm
baby.
glad you'd be cool with it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not going to fucking try. One thing about me, I'm going to fuck her baby up without even trying. That's how good of a fucking Puerto Rican I am. No, but yeah, that's just funny. So,
just give me a cake.
Yeah. So is she...
Isn't that what Tara did?
Yeah, she put it in cupcakes and let everybody eat them.
Who got it?
Gabby got it.
Gabby got it. Oh, that's
really
perfect.
Nice. Yeah, it's perfect.
That's really great.
So yeah. Do you want to do a gender reveal?
I don't know. I feel like I would rather... I guess with just our immediate family.
What about a pregnancy announcement photo?
No.
No?
Like a
I gotta show you Danny and Ashley's first one was hilarious.
Like a photographer?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm good on that. Thank you.
I kind of want to do one. I kind of want to do one where we're announcing that you're pregnant and like we're trying to do something like we're both trying to pull a plug out of the wall and then like it's just gonna be us like struggling to pull something and then the next one is like couldn't pull out. Just a slide.
We're absolutely not doing that. But we could.
Good thing I'm the man and I make the decisions. So one thing about you're going to get your pregnant ass in front of that camera. You're going to fucking like it. And we're going to be in all denim.
Always.
Yeah. We're going to be in all denim.
All denim or like all white.
And I'm going to have my shirt off for no reason.
No, I don't want to do with those. I like Tara and Kevin's, but like Gabby took the picture.
Yeah,
like I don't want to hire a photographer. I mean, I guess we do know photographers.
Nah, yeah. They had professional ones that were really nice.
Oh, I guess it would be cute with Monroe.
Exactly.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
I do. Are we going to take pregnancy photos where I'm in a gown?
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, gown. I want you in a garden.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I want you in a garden. I want...
and off the shoulder, all of a sudden, I'm Beyonce. I'm wearing like a flower crown.
Yes, flower crown. What else do I want? I want to drink... I want you to squirt breast milk out. Immediately? Can you squirt breast milk while you're...
No, not when, I don't think while you're pregnant, but after. But I do want you to taste it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing about you, I'm going to have to taste it.
Why?
Sexually.
I don't know if you're... I don't know. I don't know if our pregnant fans or people with kids... I think like when you're breastfeeding, so like I think your titties are just for your babes. Because like... You make enough for them.
Yeah, one thing about me and our child, you just got here, buddy.
Those are mine.
I've been waiting on this titty milk for years, cuz. Get in line. All right?
Yeah.
But with that, we're going to move into our last segment where we recap our favorite shows that we're watching. Right now, we're watching Real Housewives of New York. So, therefore, this is the No Cap Recap.
No Cap Recap.
Bravo Cap, you know what I'm saying? And last week in New York, what happened last week? Finishing up on the trip, last episode of the trip.
Oh, Uba being took the glasses off the face, and then all that was happening, and Erin was really didn't have a good episode.
You got a bad bitch and a sad bitch?
I didn't like Uba. Uba's my bad bitch. I mean, my sad bitch. My
Uba's
sad bitch.
sad bitch for sure.
My bad bitch. Everybody kind of annoyed me.
Yeah.
I guess Jessel.
Yeah, you still. I thought you didn't like Jessel. So
I don't really
have the whole list.
No, actually, I didn't like the list. I don't know. Actually, I was really I didn't love that episode.
Yeah, it wasn't their best. The petty drama got too big.
Too big. It's just like, come on. I don't really have much to say about New York. It kind of stunk it up for me.
Yeah, the sad bitch for me is definitely Uba. Definitely made too big a deal about the phone thing, and she looked like a dickhead because Erin never took her phone. She just took it out of the car that Uba left it in. So honestly did Uba a favor, and then Uba lost her phone later.
Yeah, and she's like, "Let me show you something." While they're having a conversation about the phone, let me show you something. Oh, I don't have my phone.
Yeah, so
I can't find it. And then it's like, oh, this. And then she didn't even, the funny thing about Uba is she didn't even realize like the irony in that.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, no, I'm going to find it. And it's like, well, this is the problem. You're acting like your phone is so important to you, but you've lost it multiple times
on this trip. So that was annoying. I will say what I did like was that when it came to the end of it, she was like, I apologize. Like, the apology was forthcoming, and I do feel like it was sincere.
But it was so...
But it doesn't excuse, like, she pulling the glasses off.
Yeah, but it also is like... Why did it take you so long to get to that apology?
It took her a very long time, and that's frustrating. But in a friendship, like if it was a relationship, that'd be a huge problem. But in a friendship, it's like whatever. Because one thing that they can do that they just don't take the option enough of, and I feel like they even do it in New York more than people do it in real. They don't give themselves the option to disengage enough. Like, hey, I'm just not gonna deal with you until we're both ready to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. You know that's why I think Erin left.
In a relationship, it's hard to do that because you can't disengage. But like in a friendship, I'm just not gonna fucking deal with you for maybe 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's harder to do that.
It's harder to do it on a TV show.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not an option they've taken of. But to be fair, once they got to the end of that fucking nonsense period, they all apologized.
And it was fine. Yeah, it was great.
So I will say Uba was my sad bitch. My bad bitch will be Erin's dad. Erin called her dad crying, which I thought was a bit ridiculous.
No.
And it really showed to me, I'm just saying, it really showed like, that was the first, I kind of like seeing it because I'm like, oh, she really is a spoiled brat from a really rich neighborhood in Manhattan. And Erin's cool. She's funny. She keeps it real. She's honest and she's smart, but she's a little spoiled girl. She is a little spoiled girl. She's like, Dad, the girls are being so mean to me and they're attacking me and I don't know what I did. 100%. They were being mean. They were attacking, but also...
I call my mom anytime I'm having an issue like that, I call my mom. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I don't have a good relationship
Yeah. If I think if I was on that show... Like, I obviously would call you.
Yeah.
But I would also call my parents. Like, anytime I'm having, like, an issue. Like, when I was going through the stuff with What's-Her-Face in comedy. Like, I talked to my mom about it.
Really? Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Maybe I got to reevaluate the relationship. Dad, if you're listening, send me a fucking telephone emoji. Maybe I got to pick up and get you call more.
You're like, she's just a spoiled brat. I'm like, is she?
Yeah. Yeah, Dad. Let me maybe. I
thought it was really sweet. I also thought it was sweet because it's usually not the dad that's that guy. And I also call my dad about that stuff too.
That's what's up. Yeah. So she called her dad and she was upset and he was like, "No, baby, you're doing so good. You're so strong. You're so smart.
She's a good friend. Go talk to her."
And he gave great advice.
Great advice,
which I would have loved to see him give terrible advice. That is my favorite thing.
No, he's a good dad.
Good dad. He's my bad bitch of the week. And honestly, also probably less popular opinion if I have to pick a girl on the show. Give me Sai this week, honestly, and I'll take Sai just because, like, even though she can be annoying and she can have an attitude, I do think that there is a point where you have to be like, you guys are being ridiculous and I'm not going to respect this feud by being serious about it.
No, so I appreciated that.
So I'm not saying like she's just bad and great job, but like, the bad bitch is me emphasizing with that part. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
That part I liked.
And I don't care what you guys are doing.
I like that, but she's really annoying.
Oh, she is.
The way that she raises her voice at somebody, it's like, oh, bitch, you will get slapped.
Yeah, for 100%. So I don't want this to be a stamp of all of her behavior.
Yeah.
But I do want it to be a stamp of, I do feel like at this moment, her natural energy and attitude about things was the right thing because that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, this is fucking stupid. She does that with everything and it's often not right, but in this case it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
And another sad bitch of the week. This is not a great week for New York. Another sad bitch of the week is unfortunately Jenna Lyons in her reunion outfit. Jenna Lyons.
She wore jeans, and I want to be on her side because I thought all she had to do was literally put on a pair of slacks.
Yeah, put on the pants.
She would have ate that up.
Yeah,
and that outfit was cute for something else, but it's like, this is Housewives. Like, I'm not saying you have to wear one of these gouns and shit because sometimes they go overboard. But I'm like, you gotta play the game. You gotta dress up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So but
I did see a really funny tweet. Somebody tweeted because it's like this weekend she took pictures with like Usher and stuff. She's at a party and they were like, yeah. She can wear whatever she wants. So it's like, this is why she wore jeans. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah, she's the coolest. She's the best.
She's
low-key the baddest. You know what I'm saying? Like Jenna's fire. And one thing about me, I know a lot of people don't like it on the internet. Fucking sign me up for Bryn.
I want to see
Jenna
it.
Lines. I want to see it. I want Bryn to keep giving her those, like, even if it's queer baiting, even if it's the fake horny shit, I want her to do it, and then fucking, I want Jenna to pull her card. I want to fucking see it.
Yeah.
Be the only lesbian porn that
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a
You don't watch lesbian porn at all?
No, I'm there. Well, it's not for me.
I don't. I think you might be. I think you're in the minority. I think there's a lot of guys
that watch lesbian porn. If you're a man and you're listening to this, tell me if you watch lesbian porn. Because honestly, I can't think of a. I don't know.
I don't know people's habits, but I would assume because guys like
there needs one thing about me. I need fucking dick in there. 100%. Yeah, big time. No, and that's completely true. Not even trolling. If there's not a big, fat, meaty, hard cock in the porn,
veiny.
Yeah, veiny, dude. I need the cock to be excited to be there. I don't want to just see like a big old flopper. I want to see a guy that's fucking rocked up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And that I'm not embarrassed about that.
Yeah.
Because that's, he's excited to be there. She's excited to be there. I'm excited to be watching.
Yeah.
I don't want to see two girls in there. They don't fucking need men. They probably have fucking horrible political opinions.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? They're probably big fucking feminists. They think that they should be voting and stuff like that. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, you don't want to see someone who's better at something than you are.
Yeah, dude. I want to feel seen. I want to feel fucking heard. I want to feel like I'm a part of this. And I'm not two lesbians. I can deal with a fucking lesbian portion of a porn where a guy is watching from the outside and then they invite him in and he makes it better. But one thing about me, I need men. Yeah. I need men to be making the situation better. 100%.
Yeah. With that, we're going to end it.
Yeah, it's going to do it for us.
It's going to end it. We got to go. My mother's got sauce on the stove.
Yo, literally, mom's got sauce on the stove. The whole time we're doing this
and we got to get there because we're already late.
Oh, what time is it?
It's a little late.
Yeah, we gotta head the fuck out. Oh yeah.
Otherwise, my mom won't talk to me for 6 months.
Yeah. And one thing about us, we don't make enough food at home to be able to sustain that because we bring home leftovers.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for us. It's been episode 19 of Soft Launch. Yeah. Go check our bio to submit your own questions and confessions. Go check our bio to buy tickets for the New York Comedy Festival, November 4th, 5 p.m. at the Stand. And fucking go to the Soft Launch Instagram, follow us, interact with us, leave a comment in the YouTube.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We fucking love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.